By Ariana Grande from Spotify.
So my bird will be joining us. Nice. Have any negative comments about what I'm going to be talking about? I would ask you to please exit the video, because this is something you should go into if you haven't experienced it with an open mind. And if you have, you know, go into it seeking, I don't know, like purpose or closure, maybe. I'm going to link down below some like hotlines or agencies for not only addiction, but like suicide and things that can really help people in need, because I don't want to like just help people with addiction. I want to help people who are experiencing anything, like maybe just feeling alone. So that's going to be where I'm at with this video, and I really hope you guys enjoy it and don't judge me. I didn't even realize it was recording. I guess that's good. I can't really... So I was going to talk about my ex that had struggled through addiction. And I tried to keep a light mood, but at the end of the day, I'd be lying. You know, if I'm gonna do a channel, if I'm gonna do anything in life, I have to be honest. And it starts with myself. And I think that it's important for me to not lie to anyone else. Like, yeah, don't lie to yourself, but also like lying to everyone else, you know, because that's like your character and the way you carry yourself. And I can't do that anymore. I did that a lot. You know, I wanted to lie to myself throughout my life and say, yeah, like everything's fine, but you know, it's okay not to be okay. And I keep telling people all these great things, you know, like I'm the type of person that will be crying, like breaking down, like in the middle of a crisis, and you know, somebody will text me and with a problem, and I'll put my feelings aside for that text. And so I have been through addiction. I guess it's just hard to say. You know, it's hard when you like fight in your head. You're like, no, it's not my fault. But like, if you don't take responsibility for something like that, then you're never going to be able to get over something like that. And I just want everyone to know that if you are struggling with addiction, if you are going through things like that, like there's help. Put it all in the description, because if anybody does come across this, all my 30 viewers come across this, I want them to know that they're not alone. And if you can't talk to me, talk to someone, you know. But I guess this is a good starting point for where I want to go with this channel, because I thought it wasn't enough like to be so like raw for my image. But that's all you can offer at the end of the day, right? If you feel in your body and soul that this is how you want to do something, you do it, honey boo boo. You do what you have to do, because at the end of the day, nobody has to live your life but you. And so to get talking about what I want to do is, I guess I should start with where I was with my addiction. And I'm kind of just going with the flow right now, you know, like whatever feels right is what I'm gonna say. I went through it, addiction, and it's a very selfish and act. And by selfish, I don't mean like, oh, like F everybody. Like, literally nobody talks about it. And I feel like this is something people need to talk about, because I wasn't thinking, oh, like, how is my mom gonna feel? How is my dad gonna feel? I was thinking, I feel. I hate that the world thinks that addiction is such a like, oh no, don't talk about that, don't discuss that. It's like, no, let's talk about it, let's discuss it, let's make people understand that being alone isn't the only choice. And my story started, you know, with trying it once, and it ended with the last time that I tried. Do you see these things flying everywhere? What? So, my point was, I had everything going for me, and I still do. I didn't lose it, luckily. It was a week before I was gonna start a new school. Why do all these songs suck? I had went to a friend's house, and I did the drug, and I just remembered looking in the mirror and thinking, this is it. Like, I'm like, this is it. And while thinking that, I'm gonna die. And I fell. All I remember is like coming back in a little bit. I knocked the front 2 teeth out. And I called my mom and dad, crying, because throughout my whole life I have had dreams of losing my front 2 teeth. So when I called my mom and dad, obviously I didn't tell them. And Mom, if you're watching, here I am. Be nice, please. Driving in my mom's car, my dad drove mine, and we went to the dentist. It was like 11 at night, but they had like called in somebody to come in and fix everything up. I don't know if it was surgery or not. I don't really understand teeth stuff. When I was there, they offered me a Xanax. I was like, no, I'm good. I already got something. They knew. They didn't know whether I was drunk or like high. I think they thought I was high because they like smelled weed on me. So that was fun. And I remember saying I have to go to the bathroom because the dentist is like the scariest. I hate the dentist. Like, I love them for everything they've done. And everyone at the office that I go to is really cool. But, yeah, the dentist is scary. I'm sitting there crying, holding my mom's hand because he has to take a needle, like a big ass needle. into my, like, somewhere up there. He put Novocaine on, but like, and this next part is really hard for me to talk about. And this song comes on, yeah. No. Sure. My girlfriend puts like all these songs on that I don't even listen to, but this one's good for what we're talking about. I'm laying there and the Novocaine is on. Like, I can't feel all of this. And I don't really know what was happening because not a lot of people are and have been. I mean, I've never met anyone that's like addicted to what I was addicted to while I was on it. And the reason that I'm not saying it is because I don't want to like give people the idea, you know, it's not something that anybody should want to do. Because addiction is not a joke. And that's why I'm telling this story. I was very scared because he was putting a needle full of whatever in me. And there was a point where I was almost gone. I was laying there and he put like whatever needle in, and then he put another one in, and it started like going out, right? And he was like, Natalie. My mom's like shaking my hand, and I come back. And then so altogether we're there for like 3 hours. Because they have to, I think they were stitching something. I honestly was high off my ass, so I really couldn't tell you. But it was scary. And I get home, you know, my dad and my mom. My dad was giving me shit, rightfully so. You know, I would have done the same thing in that situation. You know, as a parent, you do your best to give your kids everything, and I'm good. I'm okay. So that had happened. All that stuff had happened on a Saturday night. And I had school on Thursday. Go back to college, a new college where I was starting over. I remember going a whole day on Sunday without any, without like these. Okay, so this one was totally like only this much was left. There was not a lot of tooth left on this one. This one was kind of cut jagged like that. And it was pretty scary for me because like my worst fear was happening, like my nightmares were happening right in front of my face, and I had nobody else to blame but myself. To finish my story, I had went to school and my parents were, and I don't think I even like deserve how accepting and nice my parents have been to me. Whether they understood or didn't understand what I was going through, they still found a way to say, you know what, this is my kid and I love them, and that's something I'll always be thankful for. I really appreciate it if you've made it this far in the video, because I can't believe that this is, like, it started out as me wanting to talk about how crazy my ex was, but how could I tell that story without telling mine? And I don't blame them, because this is just what life is. It's meeting people, getting experiences, and it's what you take out of it that matters. And this is what I'm taking out of it. And what I want everybody to know is that they don't have to be alone. If someone's not there, someone else will come along. And honestly, I don't have a lot of friends just because I feel as if my loyalty should be to somebody who will understand everything about me. And I feel like the only person so far in my life that is close, is my girlfriend. And I just hope that everybody who has or has been through an addiction finds peace in that, and finds peace in the people that stuck around. If you know somebody that's going through addiction, like, okay, love you, Drake, but some good vibes for the end. This is me and my girlfriend's like first song that we ever like bonded on. People that know somebody who's going through an addiction, I know it's hard to watch. Watching anyone go through an addiction is not a good thing. That's the hard part, because they're doing it to themselves. So it's like, I really hope that this video reaches somebody that addiction has been in their lives, or whether it's personal or whether it's a family, friend, whatever, because go through this part in your life when you go through so many things, you have to ask yourself, or ask God, or whoever you pray to, you have to ask them why, you know. And I think that this going through addiction and going through many other things has helped me be more dedicated to what I want to do in the future. I want to work with people who are homeless, that have a house and feel like they're not home. I just really want people to not feel alone. And if going, you know, you have to find peace in it. And my peace is knowing that since I went through all of these things, I can better serve and help these people. Now I'm working at an organization. I won't say it just because. Thanks for watching. No, but I won't say it. How many times am I gonna say that? How many times am I gonna say I won't say it? I'm working with people who are homeless, like homeless families, and you know, it's one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done in my life. And I don't think I could remain non-judgmental without having been in, not in their shoes, but been in a situation where everyone looks at you and thinks, why? Like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do stuff like that? And then there's also the people who want to blame homelessness on the homeless. So whichever type of person you are, it's okay to be different, and it's okay to be yourself, no matter what people say. This is neat. See that? Did you see that? Motherfucking dust, yo. Alright. Thank you for watching. This video was not what I expected it to be, but lying to you guys and lying to myself, I can't do that. I fell on ice the other day. Hello? Oh my god. This is a new angle, huh? Oh god, I am such a catfish.